This might contain useful information. Shall we take a closer look?
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
Can't you see I'm...
I've a pressing duty to which...
Mind?
You're the Arisen, aye? There's aught I'd ask of you. A personage of great esteem is to return from Batal to Vermund. I speak of Sir Augustin. He is a noble and the leading voice of opposition against the Queen Regent. Your aid is requested in guarding his ox cart as it travels the high road. As a potential ally to your cause, 'twould do you no favors if he were to come to harm. I trust he will cooperate. And bear in mind that this is a matter of the utmost secrecy. Not even the captain of the guard has been informed of it. You have your orders. Read them and follow them to the letter.
We must fly to the aid of those in need.
Oi there, friend! Care to help a fellow out? All I ask is that you hear my request. What have you got to lose? My thanks, sir. As to the matter at hand, it concerns my ox cart business. I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters on the road, but now I feel prepared to start making trips to Melve again. Only trouble is, there are still monsters about, and I can't help but worry for the safety of the carts. That's where you come in. See, I've got a letter here from Lady Margit, the Watchhead's wife, to be delivered to one Sir Leonard in Melve. I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead and see to it that the letter reaches its recipient. What say you, friend? Splendid! I knew I was right to put my faith in you. Now, the carts only depart at certain hours of the day, but I find that time flies when I take a seat at the station to wait. And mind you don't forget to pay your way before you board. That's standard practice, and I would advise against trying any funny business. Each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers, see, in case it encounters any monsters out on the road. So anyone thinking of riding for free will have to take the issue up with them. But enough of my lecturing. Just make sure that letter gets to Sir Leonard, then come find me when the job's done. Oh, and I'll pay your fare this time, seeing as you're doing me a favor and all. Come find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
We ought to see this to its destination.
There's a chest. I shall take a look inside.
Do stop and have a look at wares of every ilk. Well, this is no good. Can't let myself get distracted.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
Regarding the Vermundian myth.
This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint rest town. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
I'm still waiting on
When
that
does my
report.
watch end?
How dare you!
That's I sustain is yours to me. You have my protection. The past is in that strategy never would have occurred to me. Now that is a surprise.
How dare you! I'll not take that from you.
That was a skillful bit of thievery. You do your vocation proud.
It's this way.
Wearing on.
Take opportunities as they come, I say.
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
My back's not acting up today. Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something and... Ah! I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. A little patience is all I ask. Hope to see you again.
Washes all my troubles clean away, this place.
I've been here so long, Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something. The creation of a masterpiece. Many thanks to you. Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy. The item you requested is complete. Here you are, sir. Use it well. Hope to see you again.
A forgery? I wonder whether we'll find a purpose for it.
My heart shies from the thought of using it for deception, but that decision is not mine to make. Putting that aside, here at the border checkpoint, one really feels the difference twixt the cultures of these two nations. If only there were more places like this, the peoples of both countries would doubtless stand...
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive.
About time you showed up. We've been waiting for you. Our mission is simple. Sir Augustin will board the ox cart. We must safeguard it from would-be assailants till it reaches its destination. See to it that none approach. The Queen Regent's supporters will come for Sir Augustin's head. Of this, we can be certain. Oh, a quiet day is a welcome one. Come along now. What was that sound? Who's there?
Hold a moment. I'll be handling Augustin's escort from here.
Foul brigand! We shan't allow Sir Augustin to fall prey to the likes of you!
There's no need for theatrics. I know your aim here. Ah, here's a surprise. We met at the tavern, remember? Fair warning, cuz this craven isn't worthy of your trust.
He speaks madness! Subdue him at once, ere he injures our noble charge!
Why, if 'tisn't Sir Ragnar from the tavern. Now 2 parties ask our aid.
You would betray me. Have you lost all sense?
You believe me, then? That's a bit of a relief, actually. Thanks, cuz.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Curse you! All that planning and... for what?
Phew. I appreciate the confidence, cuz 'twas a welcome surprise. But I can't linger here, I'm afraid. My apologies for this. Follow after me if you can. Succeed, and I'll share the truth of all of this.
I shall stand by you, Master. Whatever you decide. You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become... Take each trial as it comes. I never would have expected to find a cave in a place like this.
'Tis an exciting discovery, but we ought not to lose our heads. Master! Master, can you hear me? Are you unharmed? Pray, seek an exit.
We meet again.
I shall search for a way to rejoin you.
Fancy hiring me on? Your purse will be the lighter for... Hoy there! I take it you lost your footing as well? You seem to have fared better than I did. I took the fall for Augustine, only to find myself waist-deep in monsters. Still, so long as he escaped, I'd wagered that makes this a job well done. Speaking of, I was to tell you the truth behind all of this, wasn't I? I'll be glad to oblige you, of course, but we ought to get moving first. What say I... Time to get to work. Not bad. From what I've seen of your skills during that mess in the tavern and today's business, I can say you're really something. And my word ought to carry a fair bit of weight, considering my reputation as a warrior of unparalleled skill. Though it turns out, as a sellsword proves himself, the list of those who can afford his services grows shorter and comes to be written in finer ink. Makes for a duller life, though I can't say I've any complaints about the weight of my pockets. Still, I hunger for a real battlefield, where a single misstep spells death. I crave the simplicity of it. There's naught else like it. The clashing of bodies and wills. I'd not say no to a fight with you. Let's have at it when I'm all healed up, eh? Mayhap, I'll not give you a choice in the matter. I'm not sure what's brought me here. I suppose I'll have a few drinks and hit the hay. That escort mission was a trap concocted entirely for your benefit, you know. It was supposed to give those responsible a means to incriminate you. But Augustin is no fool. He had his doubts about his summons to Vermin and hired me to watch over him in an unofficial capacity. So I looked into the cart that would be escorting him, and lo and behold, I found your name. But 'twasn't on the list of hired guards, oh no. Rather, your name was on the list of persons to be on guard for. In short, you had been called in to act the part of the culprit. Mark my words, if you'd carried on with them, Augustin would have been slain, and you would have been held responsible. You'd not have stood a chance against all that if it hadn't been for me. Aye, methinks I've earned my pay this time. And then some. I protected my charge and got you away from the scene without your being branded a murderer and thrown in jail. Now all that remains is to escape this place. I expect we'll find a way out soon enough, if we only press on. Still, I've got to wonder where this craven plot came from, and what you did to warrant it. One thing's for certain, you must have powerful enemies in Vermin. But why? 'Tis not as though you're the Arisen True. What? You are the Arisen. Ha! 'Tis a small world indeed. You've piqued my interest even further, cuz I've no business here. Best I hit the road. Right, let's press on. Judging from the flow of air here, the exit can't be far. Well, this is a right awful place to be cut short. At least you made it out all right. Don't worry, cuz. I'll be fine on my own. After all, I can't afford to die here. We haven't had ourselves a real bout yet. We'll see each other again. You can count on that. And when we do, you'd best be ready for the fight of your life.
We are reunited at last, Master. I do hope you encountered no trouble in the cave. Our task is complete.
Goodness, we're higher up than I'd thought.
Take care not to fall.
We ought to proceed with caution.
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location? Very well. I shall return.
Even I know where to shut my trap.
Sir Arisen, thank heavens you've come. Saurians have claimed the village yet again, just when almost all of the villagers had arrived as well. Oh,
Oi! What are you doing standing about when there's work to be done?
Jonas! This is the good sir I spoke of, the one who called the Saurians for us.
Is that right? Then I expect you to aid us with this mess, stranger. You did it once afore, eh? Only natural you'd help finish the job.
My apologies for the chief's temperament. Yet he speaks truly. We have need of your strength. Pray, cull the beasts as you did before, sir. I dare say you are the only one upon whom we can depend.
More Saurians. Let us deliver them a swift end and ensure the village's safety. Beware the Saurians! Flame will accomplish little against this foe. Let my magic imbue your weapons with the fury of the elements.
The Saurians are no more, I see. That's twice you've come to our rescue now. You're more than a friend to Harv Village, Sir Arisen. You are a hero. Truly, we cannot
Here he is! I found our troublemaker!
Jonas! What is the meaning of this?
This blasted beastren went and ventured into Stormwind Cave! How many times have we said none are to tread there? But he just had to poke his nose where it didn't belong. There can be no doubt he's the one who incited the Saurians' attack.
Forgive me. I never meant for any of this to happen.
Trust a beastren to muck things up.
Jonas! Surely there's no need for such talk.
You would say that, wouldn't you? Seems to me beastrons go causing problems, and we humans are lumped with the job of cleaning up after them.
Jonas, please! You're being ridiculous.
There!
I do apologize. 'Twould seem things have turned rather uncomfortable. But we mustn't let this sour your triumph. You came to our aid when we needed it most, and for that, you have our gratitude, Sir Arisen. I do hope you shall visit us again anon.
'Twas a rotten note to end things on. I do hope Sir Fioran will be all right. We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen? I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
You look at my wares.
Just as it should be.
Interested in my wares?
Have you brought me a quince? Many thanks, sir. At last, I may continue reading that grimoire. This could be the turning point in my family's fortune.
We ought to follow close behind. Here, an enchantment of cold to freeze our foes.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
No shortage of these.
Well met, sir. You'll be glad to know that I finally finished my reading of that grimoire we spoke of. Which brings me to a curious point. There's a favor I'd ask of you. What happened to my eye? Oh, never mind the bandage. 'Tis nothing serious. Now, as I was saying, I'd like for you to find the grimoire's second volume for me. 'Twould seem 'tis part of a set, and will only reveal its true power when both tomes are in hand. The copy I possess is but the first, one half of a whole. I've heard tell that its twin can be found in a queer little shop in Vermont. Alas, passing through the border checkpoint is no simple matter for a humble merchant like myself. But you, sir, I dare say you are not of Batal. Then you ought have no trouble passing through the checkpoint. I implore you, find that second volume for me. All I want is to give my family a decent life, the life they deserve. This is my chance to provide for them as I ne'er have.
A strange little shop in Vermont.
Greetings, Sir Arisen. Have you found the second volume of On the Transference of Souls, perchance? Fortune smiles upon me at last. With this, my shop's prosperity is all but assured. Thank you, Sir Arisen. Oh, thank you. Perhaps you'd care to join me. Come, bear witness to this momentous occasion.
We ought not lose sight of our guide.
Time to be heading home.
This is it. This is the moment I've been preparing for.
Dear, is this truly safe? I'm afeard of what's to come.
Have faith, my darling. All is well. You need only stand there and watch.
Father, you don't need to do this. I'm happy with our life as 'tis now.
'Tis good to hear you say that, my daughter. but I've come too far. I must see this through. I believe I need only... Ha! Did I? Did I do it? All appears unchanged. A failure, then. Ah, well. I suppose our fortunes were ne'er likely to turn so easily. I've learned my lesson. No more of this grimoire nonsense for me. I'll settle for being a humble apothecary after all. My dears, can you forgive me for my foolishness?
Oh, Isaac.
You two had the right of it all along. I ne'er should have chased after a silly dream like this.
Father, I shouldn't have complained. I know you do your best for us. You always have.
Enough of that now. You've naught to apologize for. 'Tis a father's duty to provide for his children. I only wish I could give you more. You have my gratitude, Sir Arisen. Though I failed in my quest, I've learnt much. And from this moment forth, I'll be focusing my energies on naught but my trade. I hope I can count on your continued patronage, sir.
It weighs heavily on my heart that we deceived Sir Isaac so. I cannot but wonder if we made the right choice.
'Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
Well met, sir. How am I going to be, sir?
Teach him a lesson.
Wonder what rumors the day has in store.
Would that I ne'er had to
Come on, have a look. I need help.
A sharp point. You work through any problem.
We must rest, though the sun is still up.